got another Givette. The compressed air. Welcome to Rock Your Best Vocals, where your best keeps getting better. My name is Jim Chandler, and today in this video, we're going to cover rock vocal compression. Yes, it's your favorite topic. So we're going to hit it up now. Rock vocal compression, here we go. Okay, guys, rock vocal compression is very important in rock to have compression. How you get that compression is so simple. You guys are really going to appreciate this. So you're going to get a lot of value from this. Stick around to the very end. Hit like and subscribe if you do like the video. Please, that really helps me. And I appreciate you guys for sticking around until the end if you do. If you don't, I still appreciate you, and thank you very much. When you think about rock vocal compression, you think about like rock singing has so much rock, it has compression in it, okay? And that's how these guys get that sound, that really like aggressive sound. When I say aggressive, it doesn't have to be the screaming kind of aggression, but if you think about even like Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters, he uses a ton of compression, okay? And I like to use that as an example, and I've done some other videos on that as well, but I just wanted to do one specifically on compression. What we do is to make sure that we start off by singing correctly. So singing correctly means take a nice deep breath of air, and when you take a deep breath of air in, you're going to expand your lungs out to the sides, and your belly will come out a little bit. Okay, so that's when you breathe in, you're singing from the diaphragm. We're going to address that as well, because singing from everyone wants to know, singing from the diaphragm. No, the diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscle like this that sits below your lungs, right here, like this. And when you breathe in, okay, so you can't control your diaphragm on its own. It's kind of part of the whole system. So when you breathe in, your diaphragm contracts. So when you think of, I'm going to breathe in now, what happens is you're not using your lungs to breathe in. You're actually, I suppose, consciously using your diaphragm, but you don't really think of it as, you can't actually think of it as a muscle and go, okay, I'm going to flex my diaphragm, but it's just breathing in. That's what happens is you it flattens out, it contracts and flattens out and sucks air into your lungs. And the way to get that air out is pushing from your abdomen. So and also even these abductors and adductors, okay, up here. Now you have muscles in your front of your stomach there, or your abdomen, and you also have muscles in your lower back, which you will also use to push out air when you're really forcing air out. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through a few little exercises that will help you to think of how to push the air out, and then we're going to work into the compression. So one of the exercises I'd like to use for focusing on how it should feel is the S sound. So when you push out with just close your mouth. You could also go like just pursed lips, or you can use a straw. Some people use it for the semi-occluded thing that we're doing right now. Semi-occluded just means you're not pushing the air out. It's semi-occluded, or semi-occluded is that it's holding back air. It's not letting like a ton of that's not occluded whatsoever. That's just me pushing all the air out just really quickly through open throat. Like some people will say, use the open throat technique. That's pushing a lot of air through your vocal cords, and that's going to damage them. So open throat technique pushes a lot of air through. Semi-occluded technique, or kind of, I say, speech level singing, something where you're not pushing a lot of air out, is going to save your voice. Now, you can also project as well when you're doing that very easily by pushing from your abdomen. So what we're going to do is we're going to just do that again through, we're going to So do it for as long as you can. What you'll do is you'll feel that tension building up in your abdomen as you're pushing that air out. Yes. And you get down to the end, the very end, and so you'll feel really tight in your abdomen. So that's what proper singing should feel like. It should feel like your abs are tight, like you're doing an ab workout. And then the occluded bit is that not pushing a lot of air out. Okay, so it's holding the air back. My biggest sort of metaphor with this is when you blow a balloon up, is that and this is my very first video that I ever did on YouTube, was just to reiterate this point, was you blow a balloon up and you get the balloon really massive, really huge, and then you could pinch the top and it lets the sound out. Well, it's really easily coming out when there's a lot of air in the balloon. So that's what you do when you take a big deep breath of air in, and you just let a little bit out. And that's what we're doing with compression. With compression, we are taking a massive breath of air in, and what we're going to do is we're going to pretend we're jumping underwater. And if you try to make any sound like that now, and don't push any air out like that, try that along with me. And you can do it low down here if you want. You can say, "Oh my God, I'm not," you go, "Oh," maybe like people go, "Something stinks in here," something like that. Oh my God, something stinks in here. I don't want to breathe in. I just want to, because that's your body naturally kind of going, "Oh, I don't want to have to take another breath of air in, so I don't want to let a lot of air out. I just want to conserve air as much as possible." So it's like you're taking a big, deeper breath of air in. And if you try to keep your shoulders relaxed, okay, I know people are going to go, "Oh my God, he's raising his shoulders." You'll see a lot of professional singers, like some of the best. Like I've put videos up on my site, as well as where, not on my site, but in some of my videos, where you see the likes of Chris Cornell, one of the greatest rock singers of all time. Sometimes he's, when he's really into it, lifting up to it, and maybe it's a kind of a subconscious thing or something. You think of like raising your shoulders also is going to let more air in. And possibly that's the case when you're taking a lot of air in. Your shoulders are going to go up because it's naturally expanding your lungs and maybe pushing your shoulders up. But you take a big deep breath of air in like you're going to jump underwater, and hold back as much air as you can. So now, if you talk like this, that is compression. So you say, "I got another confession to make. Okay, so I'm not hardly letting any air out there, but you want to let just enough out. I got another confession to make. I'm no fool." Okay. "I'm no fool. Everyone's got the chains to break. Holding you." If you address that H sound, holding you, you still, you let the, but you don't continue to, If I was to let more air out, it would sound like, "Holding you." Okay, so that's pushing all that air out. Holding you. And you'll know this by when you practice compression, you'll see that you can hold a note out for a longer time, because the compression is just, the compressed air is only coming through like a smaller portion of your voice box, your vocal cords, I should say, not your voice box, but you're holding back, like you jumped underwater, So try it on any note that's comfortable with you. Let's try it with me now. Come on, let's have some fun. Try it on any note that's comfortable with you. Pick a note. Could be lower. Could be higher. You could do it near falsetto like that, or in the middle. You can feel that. Hold back more, or let a little bit more out. Hold back more, a little bit. You'll feel also in your abdomen. If you push a little bit more from your abdomen, you'll get a little bit more volume. So if I was to say that line, that Foo Fighters line again. I got another confession to make. Now, if I push from my abdomen more, I got another confession. I'm holding back. That's how you get that. Also, you can get that glottal fry, right? That false chord. I got another confession to make. Okay, so that's where that comes from, that holding back the air. So that's not pushing a lot of air through and vibrating your cords and hurting your voice long term. So try it along with me. You're going to big deep breath air in, and we're going to hit a note. Now I could still keep going, but I'm going to stop there because I think the neighbors are probably going, what the hell is that guy doing there? Plus, you'll find you get a little bit lightheaded. Okay, if you're doing that along with me, I'm getting a little bit lightheaded. I don't want to pass out in the middle of the video, but that is rock vocal compression. So I hope this video helped you guys. If it did, please hit like and subscribe. Come back and see us again. Rock your best vocals when your best keeps getting better. Thank you very much. See you guys again. Thank you.